Hi, I'm Mark Arnett, owner of Sunset Builders and Maintenance. In business since 2010, Sunset specializes in residential remodeling services throughout Southwest Florida. We distinguish ourselves from our competition by listening to what it is that you want to do and helping you to achieve those goals using a method that we call the Sunset Way. So you're ready to get going. Congratulations. That's a big first step to make on the road to getting your project finished. By now you may be wondering, Mark, what's our next step? Great question. For us, we call it the initial assessment. The initial assessment is a Q&A session that's designed to give our sales folks a brief glimpse at your project. Typically, we're going to ask you some probing questions about your project. What is it you want to do? Maybe you want to remodel a bathroom, update a kitchen, change out some windows, replace some floor tile, redo the siding on the outside of your house. Or maybe you want to take on the task of renovating your entire home. Whatever it may be, we're here to help. Sometimes, in spite of our best efforts, our customers just don't know what they want. Relax. We're going to ask questions and we're going to give you suggestions based upon your current house and information that we glean from this Q&A session to help you design the project of your dreams. After we've asked sufficient questions about your project, we're going to move into your time frames. Do you need your job done by a certain date? Or maybe you've got a vacation that's been planned for years and we can't start until you get back. These are the kind of time constraints that we need to know about as we begin to plan your project. It's also during this time that we're going to take a moment to educate you on how long a project like yours may take to finish, to include the dreaded permitting process. Finally, we're going to talk about a part of your project that makes some folks a little bit nervous, and that's your budget. Now let me be clear here, I'm not talking about your estimate. Nobody knows right now what your project's going to cost, not even me and my 30 years of experience. What I'm looking for is a number that you want to invest in your home that you're comfortable with. The reason we ask for a budget is simply this. There's a myriad of products that can be used on any construction project. They range from the inexpensive to the extremely expensive, and all points in between. Ultimately, we want to provide a proposal to you that A, fits your budget, and B, provide you with a project that you can be proud of. By establishing a working budget up front, we have a much better chance of doing that. When we talk about your budget, we're going to use this as an opportunity to provide some education, if it's needed, about what a project like yours might cost. Let's say during the budget discussions, you tell us that you want to remodel a guest bathroom and your budget's $12,000. A quick look at the cost versus value report in the most recent issue of Remodelers Magazine will tell us that a job just like yours in this location could cost as much as $23,000 on average. The key word here is average. Your project may cost a little more, it could cost a little less, but the design process will clear all of those questions up and give you a more concrete answer as to what your project is ultimately going to cost. Finally, wouldn't it be great to know exactly what your project's going to cost before the first hammer is ever lifted or board delivered to your job site? Well, that's what our design agreement is designed to do. Our sales folks are going to sit down with you and we're going to pick out every piece of the pie for your job. And when we're finished, we're going to provide you with a true cost to do your job. All that's covered in our design agreement, which happens to be the topic of our next video. Folks, it's been nice talking to you today. Make sure to check out our next video, which includes information about our design agreement process. I'm Mark Arnett. I look forward to seeing you again in the field.